What's up, y'all? BranNuYu here, and well, in the background, if you hear Napoleon Dynamite, that's because I'm watching Napoleon Dynamite right now. Been watching that for the last few days. It's inspirational, just like Josh Taylor from Blimey Cow talks about that being a movie that inspired him. It's inspired me. And it's still inspiring. The humor, like the way things happen from scene to scene, the randomness about it. It's still scripted, but it's it's like a random funny. I don't know how to explain it, but I watch it and I observe, and I want to make my own short films and comedic stuff. So I'm learning from that, and yeah, uh, want to do that with my cartoons and animation as well, games, and also in my music, tell a story, and so watching stuff like this helps me to kind of think in the like, okay, well, there's high school and there's the high school humor. It kind of looks and feels like Lizzie McGuire in a way. I actually think of Lizzie McGuire when I see Summer Wheatley, because actually the girl that plays Summer Wheatley is Haley Duff, which is Hilary Duff's sister. So that's an interesting little factoid or a little bit of information behind the scenes. But yeah, as far as that goes, trying to think of what else I can think of that, there's a lot of little funny movies and stuff, like comedy movies, and this kind of represents like one of the, ones that, are one of the number ones, of comedic movies, and it's kind of like Nacho Libre, which is the same guy, same people that made Nacho Libre, and just the randomness, the funniness, the way they create their characters, and maybe it's just the way they're kind of, in a way you perceive them as dumb, but of course Napoleon's actually a pretty smart guy. It's just like the way they portray these characters, like Uncle Rico and Kip. Kip dating the black girl, and he's kind of a nerdy guy, but he's also kind of the cool dude. He's the cool nerdy guy. And he plays off his nerdiness in a way that he, it's a little bit different than what you would expect. But anyways, y'all probably be distracted by that. So, yeah, that's what I've been watching lately, being inspired by. So, uh, I like to make my own short films with Joe or my other friend Bryant. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for my own little short films. I don't know what I'm going to call my productions yet. I know for video blogs I want to make something called Random Rooster, but I might end up using Random Rooster Productions for like little videos or films or something. I'm kind of like leaning over and stuff like that. If y'all knows me, I'm like, I'm standing on one leg right now. I don't know why I'm doing that. I just kind of do funny, weird, quirky stuff when I'm talking sometimes. But yeah, I don't know why my face, I guess because I haven't shaved or something. It looked like I had like a scar or some kind of mark here. It's weird. It looks like I'm all burnt or something. I think it's just the lighting. It looked like I'm bruised or burned right here. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching my little video blog, and stay tuned for more. Subscribe. I want to do like animation tutorials, music tutorials. So if any of y'all are creative people out there, recommend this to a friend that does creative stuff, and stay tuned. Press that bell icon next to the subscribe button as well, and also email it to your friends and family. If y'all like comedy and humor, I want to try to get more into that too. If you like so music, art, animation, what else describes me? Games. If you like games, I want to do more gamer kind of stuff. So I'm trying to do stuff that I know they say try to do one thing, niche, and I kind of am niche in a way. I would generalize all that little stuff that seems like a lot of stuff into one thing, and it would be multimedia and creativity, and that's pretty much the same difference. So if it falls under, somebody wanting to be a writer, I want to talk about stuff like that, writing. I want to talk about sound design, going out and do foliage and things like that. And I want to do creative stuff, like give y'all tutorials and ideas of how you can be a successful entrepreneur and creative person. So yeah, if y'all are like that, y'all are like me in any way, then subscribe and let your friends know about me. Thank y'all for watching. Check out hotrapmix.com, where I promote slept on and underrated artists, as well as people you might already know about. But a lot of the artists I listen to, they've got a testimony that needs to be heard by somebody in the streets, or somebody just with the hard lifestyle that or just a life that needs Jesus. All of us need Jesus, but we all have a story to share that can touch somebody else. And these are guys that I believe in, and their heart and their story needs to be heard. So they've done it with their music, but it just needs to be shared and marketed. They've created the content, but the content needs to be spread around. It needs to be going here, there, and everywhere till it just reaches everything, everywhere. So it's a lot of work, and some of us might not see ourselves as marketers, but we're all, somebody that could share something to the next person. Recommend something you like to a friend. Say, hey, I like this artist and I like this group. I like Literati. I like this group called SOM. Check them out, man. You could do that. And so, let's spread the love, y'all. Spread the love. I'm talking about Andrew Birchfield's little wait, I can't even think of the thing right now. He made an audio CD, and it's kind of like a podcast almost, but he's talking about, I think it's called Selfies with Jesus. Yeah, so if you ever visit Believers World Outreach Church on I-10, just outside of Katy near Brookshire, if you ever visit that church, they have a bookstore or a little area resource center. You can buy that CD if they still have it available, and you can listen to it. And if you want to listen to Andrew Birchfield podcast, you could listen to Loud Leadership podcast, him and Cody Grace, which I hope they one day meet and get to know about the guys on the Inner Tube podcast. Because it would be cool if they interviewed each other. If one or both of them got on each other's podcast, actually these are multiple people. There's Kevin and Josh in the Inner Tube. There's Cody and Andrew on Loud Leadership. And I think it'd be cool if those two groups or whatever come together and they chat, and talk about media, because that seems to be what they have in common. And they both have gone to the NRB, National Religious Broadcasting. So, hopefully they'll run into each other there. I hope so, and that'd be cool. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. God bless.